Well, next Saturday is the annual ceremony for the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame, where 6 deserving people will be inducted. One is Judge Joyce Williams Warren, and we're honored to have her here with us today to tell her all about her life. Thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
And you have such an incredible history. I mean, when we talk about a lot of these inductees are trailblazers, I mean, you really are a trailblazer. You know, so many moments in your life were firsts, including right from the beginning when you were going into junior high, right?
Yes. At 11, I integrated Westside Junior High School in Little Rock, one of 10 students, and I was 4 years behind the integration of Central. Had no idea the impact it would have.
Wow. And in that moment, were you just a student going to school? Did you have any idea about what this meant at the moment?
I don't think I did. I don't think I knew how monumental it was. Looking back, of course, over history, you go, oh my goodness, I did this. Look at the part it played, but had no idea. I just knew that my mother and grandmother and aunts told me I was going to Westside Junior High School. I would be one of a few black kids in an all-white school. People may not want me there, but I was as good as anyone else, no better than anyone else, but obey the rules and go to school and learn, which I did.
Yeah, just go be a good student.
Absolutely.
And you kind of continued that, I mean, throughout your life, you know, even going, I know, to law school. That was also another first for you. You were the first black female graduate of what is now the Bowen School of Law.
Absolutely. And had no idea I was the first graduate. My husband, to whom I've been married for over 51 years, and who, by the way, guided my career, said, I think you'll be the first black female graduate. I said, I have no idea. He said, I think so. So he researched it and found out that was true.
And then, of course, after that, you were also the first black female judge that Arkansas ever had as well. Yes,
Judge Don Venhouse, who was the county judge of Pulaski County at that time, selected me to be the juvenile judge, and I was for a few years. And then the county system was declared unconstitutional, and then did other things, kind of like magistrate and master, to do the juvenile work that I had been doing.
And you've done a lot, I know, with children. I know that that's sort of a passion of yours, that in a couple of different bios you've said that that is something that from an early age you've always known you've wanted to do that. Can you talk a little bit more about what your impact is today?
Well, coming from a family of teachers who loved people and ministered to people and families, the whole child, the whole family, I saw them going into the schoolroom and helping. I saw them going into the community, giving food, clothes, and aid when people needed it. And so that seed was born in me to help people. Also, I was told, and it is true, that the family is the very foundation of society. So if you're going to help, that's where you help, because you help when people need it, before they have problems, hopefully. And it's just something that has resonated with me. I love children, loved doing what I did. And I was a juvenile judge for over 31.5 years on the state bench, did it for 4 years on the county bench, and loved to minister because I was a servant. And I was just happy and honored to be able to help people, not alone, but with a cadre of others to help.
And all of this, I mean, is just, you know, bits and pieces of a life very well lived and with so much impact, not only to Arkansas, but really to the entire region. I know that you already have been inducted into the Women's Hall of Fame, and so now the next step is the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame. What are you kind of feeling right now with those two big honors?
Well, I'm feeling just, you know, the saying, over the moon, that's what I feel. It's just, it's awe-inspiring. I am so humble, so grateful, just kind of hard to believe, but I'm loving it because it just spotlights what I've been able to do with the help of others, with the help of God. And it's, everything in my life has just brought me to here. I'm where I need to be at this right time. And so it's kind of embarrassing too, because my husband is my biggest supporter, and he just tells people when we go to eat, oh, my wife is going to be in the Hall of Fame, Black Hall of Fame. And by the way, she was just in the Women's Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah. And by the way, I'm going to refer to her as my Hall of Famer. So it gets to be a little embarrassing, but I'm embracing it because I've been so modest, and I am modest, and I don't like a lot of spotlight, but I do want the spotlight to be for others who have helped me to be where I am today. So I'm loving it, I'm just ecstatic about it, actually.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We are so excited, you know, for you and all the other inductees.
Absolutely.
It's a huge honor. I know it's coming up next Saturday at the Robinson Center, right?
Yes, October the 14th at 7 o'clock at the Robinson Center Performance Hall.
Perfect. And that's such a great event, by the way. If you have never gone, it's really a beautiful evening. There's a lot of celebration.
Yes.
And you can get tickets, so make sure you check that out if you haven't done so already. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you so much for talking. I enjoyed it immensely. And have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Congratulations again.